And underway we are for day number 2 of the ongoing Xaverian Soccer League. And it is Credo who will be locking horns with Xaverian Tigers in this all exciting and this pulsating clash at the St. Xavier's College ground. There you can see the men in white. They will be playing an amazing brand of football. And of course, Credo and Xaverian Tigers. Both the teams have some formidable names under their belt. And we are in for an absolute treat. We're in for a treat in day number 2. There you can see at the backdrop Alvito Di Cunha, former East Bengal legendary footballer, playing his trade as well in this competition for LOD Lions. Yesterday he played a few matches and he'd be putting a key eye on this game as the men in white would be looking to play an interesting game against the Credo. There's the men in white now from the right flank. The build-up pace coming in. It just takes a while to get the bearings right, and hence will be looking to kickstart proceedings with a very, very dominant way and in a very, very emphatic fashion. Now, straight up, you can see Credo, the men in white, and the Xaverian Tigers gives it behind to the goalkeeper. And the Xaverian Tigers kicking from the left to the right of your screens, the Tigers resembling the entire never say die attitude of Tigers. Brave enough, pouncing on their target. This was a shot on target, but it lacked a lot of venom. And the men in white Credo right now from the right flank. The build-up is coming in. They're trying to exercise control, but the ball went outside the sideline. And at the Xaverian Soccer League, it's an exhibition of entertainment, high-quality action, and footballing prowess. With the semi-finals taking place today itself, both the teams would be looking to bag all the points in this game. Now the Tigers from the left, it's been intercepted by jersey number 12 on that occasion. See, as well. They're in attendance. And the men in white right now, Credo. Very, very risky back pass. You've got to be very careful with this. The counter is still on. The counter attack. It's a high press that you can see from the Xaverian Tigers. Like the Tigers are fearless and bold in their approach, you can expect the Xaverian Tigers to be extremely bold, cautious, and courageous in this particular match. 2.5 minutes up on the clock. Now from the right flank, it's a tight angle. In comes the shot, but a good work from the keeper. Took a shot directly on the target, but this time definitely not on target. It was on target, in fact, but it was a good save by the keeper. Here's Credo, the men in white. Launches that ball forward towards the right flank. Here they come. Decent ball in. That has been intercepted once again by the Xaverian Tigers. Credo still have the ball possession with them. Now they're coming in from the right. The build-up is coming in. Looking for a couple of options here. Credo, the men in white, they would be looking to make that insertion. They would be looking to have a lethal stage. Gentle push towards the left flank. Good bit of control now once again towards the right. Gentle push. There was a layover created. It's 1 versus 1 at the moment. It remains to be seen who had the last touch. Nevertheless, they're finding those pockets of spaces. They're trying to break the lines of the Xaverian Tigers. That is what they need to focus on. They need to find those pockets of spaces here. Credo gives a gentle push. Now back towards the right flank. There was a beautiful triangle formed. In comes a shot. Cleared away. A beautiful triangle formed in the forward department of Credo. 4 minutes up on the clock. The 5th minute is running. Seems like it's going to be a set piece from in front of the goal. Can be very, very lethal. There you can see, yeah, it's a set piece. And a set piece that can send shivers down the spines of the Xaverian Tigers. Now, can the Xaverian Tigers stave off this threat? Or will the men in white break the deadlock here? Only time will tell. Here we go. Ashim on your left. Akash to be taking the shot. Here's Akash. In comes the shot. Straight as an arrow, but good bit of work by the goalkeeper. The guardian of dreams. Straight to the keeper. The keeper did well. And a misdirected diagonal ball, and the ball goes outside. 5 minutes up on the clock. Remember, it's a 15-minute half. Total of 30 minutes in the game, 15 minutes each half. Now the set piece comes in. Let's see who can take the set piece here. They got plenty of options. Akash once again. It's a repeat of what he did. It takes the first touch, and that's the first goal. Excellent bit of work. A little bit creativity. 1-0. Excellent work here. Now they're coming in, looking for those opportunities. The Xavier Tigers are 1-0 up at the moment. Brilliant bit of work. How can Credo stage a comeback? That is going to be very, very important. How do they stage a comeback here? Now gives it towards the left. 6 minutes up on the clock, and it's the Xaverian Tigers who are presently 1-0 up and ahead in the game. Now that is something that they would be looking to do. They'd be looking to hold on to that lead here, Xaverian Tigers. That is what is very, very important. Got to make sure that they do not squander this lead, the Xaverian Tigers. And at the backdrop, you can see the Credo, the entire team owners. Gentle push forward near the edge of the circle. Tried to find an opening, but couldn't really find an opening this time around. To move away from the commotion and the traffic. Now another set piece, another opportunity to score a goal. We put a friendly banter between the Xaverian Tigers and Credo. In comes the set piece. The shot comes in. Blocked and blocked with conviction. Now they're coming in. The build-up is coming in from the left flank. Gentle push forward. 7.5 minutes up on the clock in the Xaverian Soccer League Season 2. Yesterday was a blockbuster Saturday, and the action carries forward to this gripping Sunday. The action knows no bound at all. This is absolutely stunning work. Absolutely fantabulous work. This is what means to them. This is what means to Xaverian Tigers. They know they have to build up on this. A one goal cushion will not be enough. They know they need another goal here to make it 2-0 up. They need to double up their lead. 8 minutes up on the clock. Still plenty of time remaining for Credo to stage a comeback, but they do not want to go into a shell, because the moment they go into a shell, it will be extremely tough for them to stage a comeback. So they need to make sure that they break the shackles. A good ball forward, good first touch, dribbling on point, trying to wriggle for space. The shot comes in. That sails over the crossbar. Beautiful, beautiful passage of play once again for Credo. They're knocking at the door for that comeback. They're breathing fire. They need to continue this. That is what they need to do. Who will win this game? It's a William Tigers and Credo. 1-0. Let us see how things pan out here. Really do something special. Like they're like a bullet train on an absolute mission, unstoppable. It's dancing past the defenders, the Credo strikers, like they're traffic cones. dribbling through like a whisper in the air. Smooth, silent, and ruthless. The only thing that's missing is the final finishing touch. The moment the final finishing touch comes in, you know that okay, things can be positive, things can be good for Credo. Now, from the right flank, the build up is coming in. Now, wriggling for space, it's a tight angle. In comes the shot. 10.5 minutes up on the clock at the moment here at the St. Xavier's College ground. It's an annual football competition, franchise football competition for the alumni of St. Xavier's College in Park Street. It's an iconic institution, and adorning its crown is a jewel in the form of the Xaverian Soccer League. And at the moment, the scoreline is 1-0 in favor of Xaverian Tigers. In comes the shot, but he's guarding the fortress extremely well, the goalkeeper of Xaverian Tigers. He's like a man on a mission. He wants a clean sheet, wants to make sure that he stops those incoming fireballs and thunderbolts. Let us see how things pan out. Now, towards the left, let us see how things pan out. It's a counter attack right now, and let us see how things pan out. 12 minutes on the clock. Let us see how things pan out. Let us see how things pan out. 12 minutes up on the clock now. On the build-up is coming in. Now towards the left flank, they're looking for a couple of options. Gentle push behind. And here's a chance for Xaverian Tigers to clear it off. It's in safe waters, it's in safe zone. And they can heave a sigh of relief now. He's back with the white shirts. And an interesting passage of play can pan out here right now. Now the Tigers looking for their second attack that has been intercepted by Credo. Here's Credo, gentle push forward, looking for a tad bit of space. Can he launch the ball? He still has in control. He's wriggling past the defenders. Boy, oh boy. This is absolutely stunning. Stunning piece of work here.
Defenders, boy oh boy. This is absolutely stunning.
And that is the halftime here. We'll be back again in a jiffy. Do not go anywhere.
Be looking to bag all the points in this game. Now the Tigers from the left has been intercepted.
And underway we are with the second half. Let us see how
Taking the
things pan out.
shot. Here's Akash. In comes the shot. Speed of what he did. It takes the first touch, and that's a first goal. Entire team owners gentle push forward near the edge of the circle. Defenders, boy oh boy, this is absolutely stunning. Be looking to bag all the points in this game. Now the Tigers from the left. It's been intercepted. The left, Akash to be taking the shot. Here's Akash. In comes the shot. Speed of what he did. It takes the first touch, and that's the first goal. Entire team owners gentle push forward near the edge of the circle. Defenders, boy oh boy, this is absolutely stunning.
And so we are back for the second half. Now from the right flank, the build-up is coming in. Here's Credo. And the backs against the walls. And they stage a comeback from here. Wriggling for a little bit of space here. Credo looked good in the first half. And almost the second goal here of the game. Almost the first goal.
Wriggling for a little
of
bit of
Credo.
space here. Credo looked good in the first half. And
There you can see the turn and then pulls the trigger. Almost the first goal for Credo here. Credo would be very, very excited for the second half. They've got 15 minutes to make a difference. 15 minutes they have to pull off something special here. And that has been intercepted. The ball is still with the Tigers. Now the Tigers with their counter. They're tearing forward. The last touch came from Credo here. An interesting passage to play this one again. It's going to be a corner. Because the last touch came from the Credo player. It's the Variant Tigers with the corner here right now. Let's see what they can do. Can they get another goal? A simple touch back to the keeper. Here's Credo. Now down the right flank. Wriggling a tad bit of space. The shot comes in. That is the first goal. Excellent bit of work.
down the right
When the
flank.
second half begins, they've gotten a
Wriggling a
goal.
tad bit of space. The shot comes in.
Created that space and then pulled the trigger with absolute disdain. So it's 1-1 at the St. Xavier's College ground. Xavier and Tigers had scored in the first game and now Credo have scored again. Excellent bit of work here. Let's see whether they can build up the same or not. Now that's a beautiful pass forward. Tight angle. Almost misses the goal. That would have been the second goal for the Xavier Tigers. It's going absolutely solid for them. Credo with the equalizer just a while back. So they would be very confident with the way things have panned out for them. Can they continue doing the same? That remains to be seen here. 1-1 at the moment here. The St. Xavier's College ground. Looking for a few options here. Credo. The gentle push forward. They still have the ball with them. Once again, the diagonal ball. Now from the right flank. Here they come again. The shot comes in. Good bit of work by the keeper. Once again, stops the goal. Now what Credo strikers are doing is putting the first goal, and they knew the importance of it. They cannot be contented with just one goal. They need another one to take the lead from the right flank. Here's Credo. Decide to build things up here. Down the right flank, the shot comes in off the bar. Yeah. Now, here's Credo again intercepted. The shot comes in. Good bit of defensive prowess again being shown by them. Beautiful interception. Slovenian Tigers wave off the threat. Here's Credo with another shot and another blockbuster save by the keeper. The Slovenian Soccer League is living up to the billing. 20 minutes up on the clock, and it's been an action-packed game so far. It's going to be another set piece. We saw first goal of the competition came from a set piece. Might as well just be another goal from another set piece here. We have the potential. We can do the same. Here's Credo. There you can see, pulled the trigger, but what an absolute amazing save by the keeper there. Now the white shirts. Akash from the right flank back to Akash, but that has been intercepted. But damage control has been done by the Tigers a little bit, but they've lost out on an opportunity, and it's with Credo. Here's Mehtab Hussain, another East Bengal legend, flying straight for Credo. Now they have space, and that sails over the crossbar, goes past everybody here. There you can see, wanted a tad bit of space, Ankit, and it goes past everybody. Now, let's see what they can do. Fun gives it towards the left flank again. They still have it with them, the Tigers. Diagonal ball to Akash. Here's Akash from the left flank. The shot comes in. Too tempting from that distance, but it's not the time to give in to your temptations. The shot comes in again, but this time not on target. It was a very, very tight angle to execute that shot as well. You couldn't really keep it on target here. Pushes the ball again towards the left. Good stop. Again, it's with Akash, but that has been intercepted by Credo. Here's Credo looking for a few options. Can they pull the trigger? Here the shot comes in, but excellent goalkeeping. This is absolutely stupid. They go for a tad bit of space. Then the left footer came. Good reflexes, electric reflexes from the goalkeeper. 22 minutes up on the clock right now. Now to Tifan. Can he act as a Tufan in this competition now? Shouts for handball, but those interests are turned down. Here's Credo from the right flank. Looking for a tad bit of space. They have control now from the left flank. The grounder comes in, but this time easily collected by the goalkeeper. Excellent bit of work. Doing everything right here, Credo. Once again, we'll see the replay of how things panned out. 24 minutes up on the clock. We're nearing towards the end of the game. And will the two teams share the spoils, or will someone eke out a winner here towards the end? And there you can see the teams. That is the legendary former East Bengal player Mehtab Hussain getting felicitated at the St. Xavier's College ground. We'll be back for match number 2 shortly. And we are underway for yet another game here. As you can see that the two teams are all ready. Sharpshooters locking horns with the LOD lines. Let's see what happens in this game now. Very exciting clash this. Shot comes in from the sharpshooters, creating a tad bit of space now down the left flank. Shot comes in. And no the receiving end. Hence, chance goes begging. LED Lions in the yellow strip. They're looking to play a good brand of football today in front of the entire crowd of St. Xavier's College. Quite a young crowd, with them enjoying the brand of football. Let's see how things pan out here. Pushes the ball forward. Now from left flank. Gives the square ball towards the right. A bit of control. Gentle push towards the left flank. Now, here's the shooters. It's a good diagonal ball towards the right flank. It's a tight angle. Still exercising control. They're rigging for a tad bit of space. Give that gentle push behind. Now a couple of touches. The shot comes in. An excellent block. That's a blockbuster block from this goalkeeper. He's done well. Stop that incoming thunderbolt. Now towards the right flank. Here they come again. Gentle push forward. Good bit of control. The Lions didn't keep it under control this time. Lions had a draw against Levitas in the previous game. Between Credo and Xavier Tigers in the previous game. Credo had won the game 3-1. And the build-up is coming in now. Now the Lions. Now from the left flank, here they come. Marching forward. Good bit of control. Sharpshooters when they intercept the ball. On the left flank, it's a tight angle. No one at the receiving end. That is another opportunity that goes down the drain. Back with the goalkeeper of Sharpshooters. Looking for those spaces. Now from the left flank, here they come again. Again intercepted. And intercepted well here. So Sharpshooters and LOD Lions playing this game. It's intercepted by Sharpshooters. Gives it behind. Good collect by the goalkeeper. Once again, tight fight that is coming in. LOD Lions. That's a set piece. Peek in the set piece that could well mean danger for the opposition. They've got to be very careful here. There's a set piece. Shot comes in. Good goalkeeping. Excellent block. From the right flank. The build-up is coming in. 6 minutes on the clock. Now from the left flank, here they come. It's a good shot. Not on target. Let's see how things pan out here. 6 minutes up on the clock at the moment. Here's LOD Lions. Adnan with the ball. Pushes it towards the left flank. That's a square ball. A couple of touches. Again to push forward. Here, sharpshooters. We're looking for diverse space here, the sharpshooters to become pressure. Now, they'll have the ball. If they're behind, good collect by the goalkeeper. Good bit of control. Seven minutes up on the clock. Here's a Viraj. 1.5 minutes up on the clock right now. Gentle push forward. They have the ball with them. The sharpshooters get the behind. 1.5 minutes up on the clock at the moment. They're approaching the middle half. There's Liam. He's marching forward. Misdirected pass that's been intercepted. But they're moving forward. They've got space. Here's a solid chance to score the first goal. Good combination play, but just pokes it straight towards the goalkeeper. But pushing that way towards the goalkeeper, straight towards the goalkeeper. Another blue shirt again with the line. When he catch the ball forward. It's for the sharpshooters. Towards the left flank. Good diagonal ball towards the left flank. Couple of 1-2s. Now it's back to the LOD line. Come with the build up. Good couple of 1-2s. Good first touch. They have it under control. The LOD line. Vatsal. The square ball. None. Liam pushes the ball. And that's a brilliant ball. Here's a chance to score the first goal. It could be the first goal, and he makes a meal of it. It's an absolute meal of it. Didn't play it over. That's game from the end of the line. The sharpshooters. Square ball comes in. Adnan with that interception. Now Dhiraj from the left flank. Quick as under. Coming from the sharpshooters here. Vatsal. And on the right flank. Here they come again, sharpshooters. From the left flank, here they come. Good return. Intercepted, but still with the yellow shirts. Minutes up on the clock. Trying to do some pressure. Under control here. The yellow lines. Here's Liam. Now Liam can do. Now Adnan intercepts the ball. Violent foul. That be a card. Set piece. Overwhelming danger for LOD line. All the expertise prowess from Liam and got an unerring nature of direction finding him this time. Third in the bit. Comes up the shot. Here's Adhiraj. Left footer shot comes in, but the goalkeeper does well again and he misses. An absolute super opportunity once again. Beautiful run. For a couple of minutes remaining regulation time. Xavier's called down Melody Lions. Now down the right. Intercepted and the ball goes outside. There's the sharpshooters. And the build-up is coming in from the right flank. Looking for a couple of options. Anything is not there. Interesting passage of play, this one here. Here's a couple of touches. It's back with the LOD Lions here now. Back with the keeper again. Gives it towards the right flank. A minute or so remaining. Now they're moving forward. There you can see they're moving forward with precision. And down the left flank. Just a couple of touches here now. Here's the sharpshooters. It's 0-0 at the moment. You can feel the frustration seeping in. That is the end of the first half. It's 0-0 at the moment. And with that pushback underway, we are for yet another exciting half. It's nil-nil at the moment, but you never know when something pans out in this game. We are all set for yet another exciting game. Let us see how things pan out. Just about a few more minutes before we see who will be winning the game. Stay tuned as we take you through who will be the champions. These two teams need to feel them both on both the sides. Got to make sure that they do something special in the second half. It's nil-nil between the LOD Lions and the sharpshooters. A change inside. Now, can that bring about a change in their fortunes? That remains to be seen in this game here. That is exactly what we are all looking forward to. An exciting half. An exciting half that promises absolute crackerjacks of matches. That is what we can expect. Here's Liam, a chance here. And what an excellent finish! That's an immaculate finish powered by flair and display from Liam with absolute disdain and sent shivers down the spines of the LOD Lions. The sharpshooters are 1-0 up and ahead in this game now. Sparkling with rhythm and rhyme just after the first half. Now they are up and ahead with their noses ahead in this match. An interesting passage of play here. Can they do something special? Can they get a win here? Sharpshooters, they would be needing a victory. They know that this is of utmost importance. A victory at this juncture of the game is going to be very, very important for them. 1-0 up in hand right now. Liam would be brimming with confidence. Have their noses ahead in this game right now. The sharpshooters. Now, that could have been the second goal of the game. Could have been the first for the LOD Lions. Almost that first goal for the LOD Lions right now. Interesting passage of play this one. Up right now. Let us see how things pan out. 1-0 at the moment. 20 minutes up on the clock at the moment. There you can see things could well be a little different. He was wriggling for space. It's an absolute thunderbolt that was fired down the goalkeeper. They're 1-0 at the moment here. 21 minutes up on the clock here. Now Liam's coming down the right flank. The last touch coming in from the LOD Lions. 21 minutes up on the clock. Now from the right flank, here they come. They're moving forward here for a tad bit of space. Couldn't really find enough space on this occasion so that they could pull the trigger. Sharpshooters are 1-0 up. Remember, the next game will be the semi-final. This very ground. Ground 2 this is. Try to intercept the ball, but Adiraj still has the ball here. Still with the sharpshooters. Now it's back with Liam. Let's see the goal scorer. The Sinus Eurofala will be pretty happy with the way things have panned out. There's still plenty of time. Now from the left flank, it's a tight angle. The square ball comes in. Still with the blue shirts. Now the first touch is good. The shot comes in. Off for deflection of the sharpshooters here. There you can see. Off for deflection at the moment here. 24 minutes are up on the clock. Just about a few more minutes before we draw curtains to this game, and it's 1-0 at the moment in favor of the shooters. Remains to be seen whether something can be penned out. At the sharpshooters once again, the ball is with them from the right flank now. Let's see how things pan out right now. "26 minutes up on the clock towards the left flank. Now towards the left, right here, Amai. See what Amai can do. 26 minutes are up on the clock. Shot comes in of a sharp shooter. Here's Vatsal with the square ball again. Here are the blue shirts. Now from the left flank, gentle couple of touches. Minute or so remaining in this game again. And that's an own goal. Would you believe it? Unbelievable. A back pass and a goal. And that's an equalizer. Against the run of play, this is the last thing you would see. Last thing you would want if you are a shooting fan. Unbelievable. Sharpshooters, what have you done? Goalkeeper staring down the barrel. Unbelievable. 1-1 at the moment now. They would need a miracle right now to once again get the lead. All throughout the game, they had the lead in the second half after that Liam's goal. And Liam has a second opportunity. Here's a chance for him. He tried to wriggle for space. And I think that is going to be a penalty. Oh no, offside. Anyways, offside was flashed against Liam. He tried to wriggle for space. Not an offside. Just get a confirmation of what happened. Seems like it is a penalty, and Liam has the chance of scoring a brace. Can he make it 2 out of 2 now? Chance for him. Let's see what they can do. Can he score that goal? An unbelievable turnaround. Here's Liam, chance for him to score the goal, and yes, he does. An unbelievable sequence of events. They were leading 1-0 and then an own goal. And then a penalty, and look at that. Liam's on top of the moon today. 2 out of 2. An excellent passage of play, this one. Two out of 2 now. And Liam wants his third. He wants a hat-trick. What a game we've witnessed here. Absolute magic. That is the end of the game. Is it? Not quite sure. Not quite yet. Very, very soon, but it's 2-1. An unbelievable passage of play here. Unbelievable turnaround of events. Seconds away from the final whistle. What can LOD Lions do here? Now from the left flank. Takes a crack at the goal. Won't really get enough on that one. And so that is the end of the game. An unbelievable sequence of events. They made a Zavalian Tigers, and they will be up against either Sharpshooters or Levitas. Now, both the teams have 4 points and have a similar goal difference of 0. And hence the penalty shootout between these two sides to decide who will be playing the first semi-final in ground number 1. It's going to be the Warriors and Digital Strikers who will be playing semi-final number 2. Let us see who will be playing this semi-final in this penalty shootout. It's all boiling down to the penalty shootout. Let us see which team wins in this beautiful Sunday evening under the burning floodlights of the St. Xavier's College ground at the Xaverian Soccer League. We are witnessing history. We're witnessing history in the second edition. Will it be Sharpshooters or will it be Levitas who win this game? Remember that Sharpshooters are coming on the back of a 2-1 victory. If they didn't have won this, they wouldn't have been eligible. And the Warriors and Digital Strikers will be playing their own semi-final. But in this penalty shootout, let's see which team goes to the next round. It's all boiling down to this last game here. Penalty shootout. All eyes on the players. All eyes on the two teams. Levitas. Liam, this man on your screen, has scored a couple of goals. Let us see whether there is another goal or not here now. It's going to be the Sharpshooters up against the goalkeeper of Levitas. Liam versus Yash. Let's see who wins this battle. Mind games. A lot of psychological and mind games going on. It's going to be a tough nut to crack for Liam now. Can he score the first goal here? Or will Yash have the last laugh? We're in for this penalty shootout. We're in for this grueling penalty shootout. Will it be the man on your screen, Liam? He scored a couple of goals in the previous game against the LOD Lions. Will he continue his magic or will Yash stop the incoming thunderbolt? Underway we are with the penalty shootout. And the first goal has been scored. And Liam scores his third in the evening. And that's good sportsmanship spirit is where being displayed by Liam. Just a pat on the back on Yash, who is visibly crestfallen. Sends him in the right direction. And now it's going to be Tyron, who's up against the goalkeeper of Sharpshooters. Interesting passage of play at the St. Xavier's College ground. 1-0 in favor of Sharpshooters. Can Levitas get another goal back here now? That remains to be seen. Now, a chance to score and equalize in the penalty shootout. Sharpshooters have shot their way to glory in the first attempt. Now, can they stop the incoming thunderbolt? Will it be Sharpshooters or Levitas? And that is another goal. 1-1 at the moment. There's nothing that can separate the two sides. There you can see, chose a middle approach. And all you could see is the goal going back. It's Josh, the keeper. Be up against Sharpshooters again. Remember that Sharpshooters, they were winning the game 1-0 and then an own goal 1-1 and then Liam won that penalty. So he's in form. Now all eyes on the second attempt of Sharpshooters. Can they get the second goal here? Can they register another white dot here on their scoreboard? Or will it be Levitas who stop it? And the second goal here. 2-1 now. So three attempts on the goal. Nothing to separate the two sides. The Xavier Soccer League is living up to the billing and expectations. There you can see, brilliant. Absolutely smashed the back of the net. Now, Boston, can he continue scoring the goals or will sharpshooter save the goal? I tell you, one save, and that can be enough to open the floodgates, and that's another goal, 2-all. So it's all fair and square here at the St. Xavier's College ground now. Nothing to separate the sides. This is exactly what you would want to see. 2-all at the moment here. There's Nabi. Let's see if Nabi can score the goal. He's up against Josh, the custodian. Can sharpshooters get another goal, or will it be Levitas who stops the incoming thunderbolt from Nabi? Let's see how things pan out. And that is another goal, 3-2. The sharpshooters continue leaving a mark. Excellent bit of work. Does well. Three-two in favor of sharpshooters. Now can Josh, who was keeping, score a goal? Three-two in favor of sharpshooters at the moment now. Can they score another goal here now? Let's see how things pan out. Here's Josh. He crashed the back of the net. All eyes on Josh. 3-2 at the moment for sharpshooters. Can he save the goal? Sends him in the right direction, but force and venom with which he's hit the shot is just a little too much. 3-all now. It's all boiling down to the wire. Everyone's gotten an attempt. Everyone's absolutely smashed that attempt. 3-all at the moment here. This is what you want to see in the Xaverian Soccer League. Absolute drama. It's going right down to the wire. Nothing to separate the two sides. Both the sides sticking their boxes, making sure that they are registering the goals. Very, very interesting here. Very, very interesting. 3-all. This is what dreams are made up of. These are stuff of dreams. You dream of such moments. A spot in the semifinals is at stake. The loser will go home crestfallen and heartbroken, and the winner will be playing in the semi-final. And this is the moment which Levitas were waiting for. 3-all and sharpshooters. A left-footed attempt had sent the goalkeeper in the wrong direction, but off the bar. Would you believe it? Is this the moment? Is this the moment which Levitas were waiting for? They need to score this. They need to score this to get the lead. They have a golden opportunity of scoring that goal and having their noses ahead. Can they get the goal here, Levitas? Or will it be sharpshooters who stop it? And they stop it here. Excellent goalkeeping. Right on the money. It's 3-all with both the sides missing an opportunity. Once again, there you can see, sends him in the right direction, lacked venom, lacked power, and the goalkeeper tracked well. 3-all at the moment, and Levitas squandered that opportunity. But it's going to be very important for sharpshooters to score this goal, because if they don't score this goal and Levitas scored their next, then they will potentially be getting knocked out. Credo are watching the game. Credo, earlier in the day, they played against the Xaverian Tigers. They won the game 3-1, booked their place in the semi-finals. But this match is very important. It's going to be the goalkeeper of the sharpshooters who will be now taking mind games. That's what Josh is trying to do here. Here's Brandon up against Josh. And it's the goalkeeper versus the goalkeeper. And let's see who wins this game. Brandon, who was saving, now finds him on the other side of the ball, of the pitch. Is this the moment? Yes, it is. Brandon misses. Josh saves. And Levitas have another opportunity. Can they score the goal? Can they pull the trigger? Would you believe it? The first 6 shots were all scored, and then the next 3 shots, none of the teams have been able to score. But now all eyes on Levitas up against Brendan of Shooting Stars, sharpshooters, in fact. Safil, can he register a humongous goal here? Can he score that goal here? A goal, and they will have not only their noses up and ahead, they will cruise to the semifinals and face Credo. All eyes on Rafeel, and he saved it! He saved it! Brandon, you beauty! It's 3-all. And the last 4 shots have been missed by all the players. It's all happening here at the St. Xavier's College ground. Now I think... Hold on. Hold on. I think it might just be deemed as an illegal penalty and they'll have to take it again. Boy, oh boy, this is what stuff of dreams are made up of. Absolute stunning. This is what you want to see. The end of the day, a tight game, sudden death right now. Let's see if they can score the goal. Whoever scores the goal will get the opportunity. And it is the sharpshooters who win the game. And sharpshooters crash out. Levitas win the game. Absolute fantastic scenes here. Levitas win the game and sharpshooters right out behind the 8 ball. Absolute fantastic passage of play. The previous penalty was deemed illegal and hence he had to take it again. And he crossed the goal, registered a fabulous victory. And sharpshooters, this is heartbreak. Once again, you'll see Safil was up against Brendan, sent him in the wrong direction, and they've cruised to the semifinals. Hold on as we see the game in just about a few more minutes. As you can see, the two sides will be playing an exciting brand of football here in the semi-final. This is the first semi-final, in fact, the second semi-final that will be taking place, and we can expect this game to go right down to the wire. It's the Warriors versus the Digital Strikers who will be playing this semi-final game straight up. Now a chance here for the blue shirts to do something. The Warriors here takes a crack at the goal. Until he keep it on target here. The Warriors sporting a blue jersey will be kicking from the right to the left of your screens. And on the other hand, the Digital Strikers will be kicking from the left to the right of your screens. Now, see what the Digital Strikers can do. Early times in the game. There's still plenty of time remaining here. There's a Xavier Soccer League. We saw quite a few exciting matches pan out. Shootout as well that took place just a while back. Now between Levitas and sharpshooters, now creating a tad bit of space. It was a curler, a grounder of a curler that came straight to the goalkeeper. Still in the mouth of danger. Now Honey, let's see what Honey can do. The blue shirts marching forward here, plenty of open space. It's with the orange shirts at the moment. Stops, turns, gives it towards the right, and he take a crack at the goal. Not quite yet. Intercepted. Absolutely stunning. Here are the blue shirts, the Warriors. Pushes the ball forward. But no one at the receiving end of it. There's a little too much weight on it. Couldn't really execute the pass that well. Couple of minutes up on the clock here. Now you can see from the left flank, gentle push. Two and a half minutes up on the clock at the moment here. Here are the blue shirts. Let's see what they can do. Good bit of turn, good bit of control. Here are the blue shirts trying to do something. Try to execute the ball. Couldn't really execute it with perfection. Here they come again. Looking for a tad bit of space. Three and a half minutes up on the clock at the moment. Things looking solid. Interesting passage of play, this one. It's been brought down at the moment here. An interesting passage of play. Looks absolutely solid. And a card has been flashed here early on in the game. It's the last thing you would want to see. 4.5 minutes up on the clock here. You can see the last touch coming from William. Here they come again, the Digital Strikers and the Warriors locking horns with each other, trying to do something special. 5 minutes up on the clock. Looking absolutely solid. Good bit of control. Back with the goalkeeper. 6 minutes up on the clock here. Looking for something special. It's back with the keeper again. There you can see. Looking for a tad bit of space. Denson it is right now. See what Denson can do. Just received a card a while back, William. Remember, this is the semi-final. The winners will be finding a ticket to the final. Now from the left flank, going for a tight bit of space that's been intercepted, but it's still with William. Now from the left flank, here they come. In comes the shot. But off the deflection of the goalkeeper here, he's looking a little bleak at the moment for the two sides. 0-0. Now from the center, it's an indirect free kick. Look at the crowd. Everyone's enjoying this game. From a distance, the shot comes in. Good work by the keeper. They can see at the Xavier Soccer League, good bit of work by the keeper there. Stopped it. Now, 7.5 minutes up on the clock already. Let's see what they can do. Shot comes in again, gets off the deflection. Now the build-up is coming in from the blue shirts. Now quick turn and the ball goes outside. 8 minutes up on the clock now. Let us see how things pan out right now. Now coming in from the left flank. Eight and a half minutes up on the clock at the moment. Let us see how things pan out here. We're approaching the 9th minute of this match. Now they're moving forward, and that's a tussle for possession. I think a card will be brandished here, and a yellow card has been brandished, and that's a red card. I think a couple of yellow cards in accumulation, and that will be a card. And essentially, right now the strikers are a man down. Here's another opportunity. Good first touch now towards the left flank. Excellent work here. Absolutely fabulous work. 9 minutes up on the clock here now. Now from the right flank. Here they come. The shot comes in. Not on target at the moment here. Once again, excellent bit of work. They've been doing extremely well in making sure that they put a lot of pressure. They put it under the pump. They've been doing well so far. Now creating a tad bit of space off the deflection of digital strikers. And they've been doing extremely well here. Once again, the shot came in, got the touch from the digital strikers player. The keeper has done well to prevent that from being an own goal. We saw an own goal in the previous game, and that is essentially how the strikers and the sharpshooters, in fact, had gone into an equalizer position. But then it was Liam Ben who scored a couple of goals, one an open field goal and then a penalty. So it's living up to the billing. It's coming right down to the wire, the game. And an interesting passage of play. Look at that first touch. Excellent bit of first touch. Now they're moving forward. They're wriggling past the defenders. And in the midfield, he's been intercepted. 11 minutes up on the clock. Now from the left flank, a couple of touches. Here they come again from the left. Looking for a tad bit of space, a gentle push forward that has been intercepted by the blue shirts. Now they're coming in from the right flank, but once again the digital strikers have intercepted and have done well. It's looking for a couple of options. They still has it with them. They're desperate for that first goal, desperate to score and open the goal scoring account here. Only time will tell whether they can do it as soon as possible. Here's Duan from the right flank. The square ball comes in. A decent first touch, creates room, takes a shot. It's still with the digital strikers. Still with them towards the left flank. Tussle for possession. Still with digital strikers. They're bossing the possession. They're enjoying a lion's share of possession. Here's Kevil. A couple of 1-2s. Now a chance. But couldn't really get the end of that one. Couple of minutes remaining in this half, and then we'll be back for the second half of this semi-final. It's all boiling down to this. It's all boiling down to this grand playoff race in this grand semi-final. 12 and a half minutes up on the clock. Towards the right. And the digital strikers weaving magic. Gentle push towards the right, chance here. And look at the goalkeeper, does well. They've got to clear it away before it turns out dangerous. It's back with the keeper. So that is the end of the first half, and it's 0-0 at the moment. It's a stalemate. Let's see what happens in the second half here at the St. Xavier's College ground between the Warriors and the Digital Strikers. And underway we are with the second half. The first half we saw some rollicking action. Let us see how things pan out in this second half. In the final half of this semi-final, it's 0-0 at the moment. Can the Warriors or the Digital Strikers score a goal here? And the Xaverian Soccer League, we're seeing some exciting football taking place here. Here are the Warriors now. A change in the side. Now, can that bring about a change in the fortunes for the two sides? Was with the Warriors at the moment. The digital strikers wanted to intercept the ball. Let us see how things pan out here. At the moment, between the two sides, quite an exciting passage of play. We will be seeing. Let us see how things pan out here at the moment here now. 16 minutes up on the clock. There you can see the blue shirts wriggling for space from the left flank. The square ball came in. The goalkeeper stopped him on the tracks. These are a few visuals from the first half. Now remember that the digital strikers already are a man down. There has been a red card for an accumulation of two yellow cards. Here's Kevil. Now Johan gives it towards the left. It's with the blue shirts again, the Warriors. And the ball goes outside. An interesting passage of play, gives it towards the right flank. Looking for a couple of options. That's been intercepted by digital strikers. Here they're coming again. Kevil at the moment. Looks promising, looks resolute as well. Here are the digital strikers. Looking for a tight bit of space. Now launches the ball forward. Still with Kevil. Kevil wriggles for space. Shot came in, but not on target at the moment here. And that's a bit of a concern. Let us see how things pan out. Interesting one now. 18 and a half minutes. Now they're coming in from the left flank. The Warriors not on target. It's been a tale of missed chances and opportunities for both the sides. Both the sides need to pull up their socks if they are to win this game. This is the ultimate prize for glory, the semi-final. Now the blue shirts with them. Moving forward, the shot comes in. I think was it the umpire, the referee's whistle that blew. Let us see how things pan out right now. Interesting one now. 20 minutes up on the clock. Digital strikers gives it towards the right flank. They're moving forward, beautiful ball in, but just a little too much for him to expect and get behind the ball. Now, here are the digital strikers looking for a tight bit of space, gives it towards the left. Gibran, gentle push behind. Here's with Kevil. Kevil launches the ball forward. The ball goes outside. Here are the blue shirts right now, trying to do something special. Gives it towards the left flank. "21 minutes up on the clock. Gentle push. Now they're moving forward. Gives it towards the left. In comes the shot. Not on target. Once again, another shot that goes down the green. Gentle push towards the right flank again. Back with the keeper. Now, looking to do something special here now. Mind you, they've got to be careful here, digital strikers. They're a man down inside the penalty box, inside the shooting circle, loses out on possession. There you can see inside the penalty circle, misdirected pass it was. It's going to be a long corner for them. Let's see how things pan out. Now, an indirect free kick. Will this get a goal? Can the Warriors get their noses ahead in this match here? 22 minutes up on the clock. The shot comes in off the deflection of the digital strikers player. Once again, we'll see the replay. Got the elevation, but just hit into the wall. Jersey number 23. Now they're coming in from the left flank. It's back with the keeper. Here are the digital strikers who are doing something special here. 23 minutes up on the clock now. The digital strikers trying to do something special here. Few minutes before we wrap the regulation time. Now, can the digital strikers, a couple of step overs in the final third, couldn't really get enough on that one. A couple of minutes of added time, as you can see. The yellow card has been flashed. 2 minutes of added time. Gets a little bit of an injury. It's 0-0 at the moment. It's an indirect free kick. Is he going to target the second post or the first post here? Goalkeeper Kevil. This could well define the game. Can they score a goal here? Takes the shot, but off the deflection of the wall. It's back with the digital strikers. Can the Warriors stare forward on the counter? Not quite yet. Here's Johan. There's high press from the Warriors at the moment. Gentle push towards the right flank. This is the semi-final chance here. Not on target. Few more minutes of added time in this game here. As you can see, it's boiling right down to the wire in the semi-final of the Xavier Soccer League. Gentle push forward. It's going to be a set piece, another direct free kick. So the digital strikers would be hoping to see something special here. We've seen goals from set pieces quite a few times off the deflection of the wall. Still with the strikers. And they produce a moment of brilliance, a speck of brilliance. A moment of madness, and they'll get the goal here. Still with the strikers. Diagonal ball straight to the keeper. Now the Warriors moving forward. It's one of the spectators behind. Ball goes outside. Did in. Here are the Warriors. A couple of touches. Now they're moving forward. There you can see. Are they going to give it towards the left or the right? A couple of step overs. Chance here to pull the trigger. Narrowly sails over the crossbar. This was perhaps the best opportunity which he received. You can see a couple of step overs created space and didn't quite get the dip which he wanted. It's not a very long goal post. Back with the keeper. Here are the Warriors. Launches it forward. It's back with the Warriors again. Now they're striking from the right flank. Good bit of control. It's been intercepted by the digital strikers. Here are the Warriors again now. Minute or so remaining in the regulation time, and let's see how things pan out. Nil-nil at the moment here between the Warriors and the digital strikers. And that is full time here. Remains to be seen whether we have extra time or penalty shootout now. It's nil-nil at the moment. So we're back with the extra time. Let us see how things happen in the extra time here. The blue shirts looking for something special here. Now from a distance takes a crack at the goal. Not on target here. Very interesting passage of play. Remains to be seen whether things will pan out or not. Very interesting. Remains to be seen whether both of them can do something special here now. Now, Interesting passage of play this one here now. Whether we can win this game or not, that remains to be seen. Now the blue shirts, nothing that can separate the two sides. This is what you want to see in a tight football game. Nothing that can separate the two sides. Both the sides have been doing extremely well so far. Remains to be seen whether we can do something special in this game. Now here they come. A little bit of tussle at the moment. You don't want to see this on a football field. Not the kind of sight you would want to see on a football field here. Definitely not the kind of sight you would want to see on a football field. They can see from the left flank was brought down, and then the little altercation, which you never want to see when things happen like this here. And there you can see he's not happy. These are unprecedented signs. He's talking with the officials. Now from the left flank they came in. There was a push, and then that push from behind. Unprecedented scenes. You don't want to see these on a football field here. So after that brief interval, we're back again. You can see a set piece. Things can be a little different now. From a distance, is he going to take that shot? Grounder, good first touch. Now from the left flank, here they come again. Gentle push towards the left flank. A couple of 1-2s chance here for the digital strikers. Don't really do anything so far. Very, very interesting passage of play this at the moment. As you can see, things are looking good. Here are the blue shirts, the Warriors. It's back with the goalkeeper again. 39 minutes up on the clock. The goalkeeper pushes the ball towards the right flank. Good first touch from Surya. Here's Surya. Gentle push forward. Ten minutes up on the clock. Now a chance here. Chance here. Once again, the goalkeeper does extremely well. He's made sure that he averts that goal. Seems like it might as well go to a penalty shootout. Dipankar gives it behind to Johan. As Johan, the digital strikers, flexing their dominant muscles. Here's Dipankar. Let's see what Dipankar can do. Can he find a couple of options? Gives it towards the right flank. The shot comes in. Speaker keeper came off. Once again, the shot comes in. The last touch from the blue shirts. It's end-to-end action. Dipankar again gave it towards the right. The goalkeeper did well. And it seems like it's going to be a penalty, or will it be a set piece from right outside? That remains to be seen. Oh no, it's not going to be a penalty, it's going to be a set piece, but a set piece that can mean danger from a distance. Let's see whether they can crash the back of the net through this. Shot comes in, but the goalkeeper does extremely well towards the far post. Full stretch dive, full acrobatic dive from the left flank. I can see it was Dipankar who took the shot, but the goalkeeper did extremely well. Stopped the incoming thunderbolt. Stopped that fireball that came in. Now, as the blue shirts, the Warriors have the ball with them. There's digital strikers. See what the strikers can do now. Gentle push forward. See what they can do now. Very, very interesting passage to play this one. It seems like it's going to be a penalty shootout now. And we're back for the penalty shootout as the digital strikers lock horns with the Warriors. Let us see how things pan out here. Johan is getting ready at the moment. Let's see how things pan out here now. And the Warriors and the digital strikers. It's a penalty shootout. Let's see how things pan out here. First one and gets it. And the strikers are 1-0 up right now. Excellent bit of work. This is absolutely stunning here. They've been doing extremely well. 1-0 up right now. Can the strikers stage a comeback here? That's what it means to them. Henry, Honey, in fact, will be taking the shot for the strikers. Let's see whether they can get the goal or not here. That remains to be seen. Can they get the goal here? 1-0 at the moment for the Warriors. Honey up against the goalkeeper of the Warriors. Can he stop this? And he stops it! Absolutely fabulous! Fabulous bit of work from the goalkeeper. And the first one goes down for the strikers. It's the last thing you would want to see. Came in the middle of the park. An excellent bit of work from the goalkeeper. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Warriors. Now, can the Warriors go 2-0 up here? That remains to be seen. Can they go 2-0 up here? Off we go here at the St. Xavier's College ground. And he misses. And he misses. Would you believe it? Too much weight on the ball and the ball just went crashing outside. Kevil, what have you done? It was a golden opportunity for his team to win the game. Not quite yet. Still 1 love. Can William score the goal? He received a yellow card in the first half. Can he score a goal? 1-0 in favor of Warriors. Can William do something spectacular here? Can he weave magic? Is he going to send the goalkeeper in the right direction? And this time it's a goal. No real attempt by the goalkeeper. Sends him in the right direction. Crashes the back of the net. One apiece. And it's all fair and square in this semi-final, in this heart-throbbing semi-final. William, it is, crashes the back of the net. There you can see, with full force, full conviction, got his leg. But you can't stop penalties with your leg. You got to involve your hand. He's not being involving his hand that much, the goalkeeper of the Warriors. Now, Warriors need to score here. They need to score a goal, and they do. 2-1 now. 2-1 in favor of the Warriors. They get this one right. They score a goal. Now, third attempt from the strikers. Can they score the goal? 2-1 now in favor of the Warriors. And it is a goal. 2-all now. It's all fair and square. It's going to continue. 2 apiece. Now another chance here and another goal here. This time it's Dipankar, the keeper, who does well, who's been utilizing his legs more than his hands. It's 3-2 in favor of the Warriors. Now can the Warriors save the incoming thunderbolt from the digital strikers? Here's Dipankar. Sends the goalkeeper in the opposite direction. Does extremely well. Very, very important one here for Surya. Very important. He's up against Dipankar. Let's see who gets it. Now, who will have the last laugh here? Let's see. It is! It is a fantastic save by them. And boy, oh boy, I think the penalty will be taken once again. Once again, a false penalty, they say. And it's going to be taken again. They know that they've missed an absolute golden opportunity. They've got to take it again. Surya is up against Dipankar. Let's see what Surya does here now. Can he score that goal? Dipankar has been doing well. And that's a goal. 3-all now. It all boils down to the final set. Excellent goal. And another opportunity to score that goal. 3-all at the moment here. Can they crash the back of the net for another goal now? That remains to be seen. Can they score another goal? 3-all at the moment. Chance here. And it is another goal here. 4-3 now. Excellent bit of work. Smashes the back of the net. Excellent bit of work here. He's done well to save the goal. Now the goalkeeper. Now can the Warriors save it? If they save this, then it's going to be the Warriors who cruise to the finals. But if the digital strikers score this, then there might be sudden death. And it is a goal. Now it's going to be sudden death here. 4 apiece. Both the sides have not been able to score one goal. There you can see crashes the back of the net. Excellent bit of work in the center. He's done extremely well here. They've been doing really well. 4-all at the moment here. It's going to be sudden death. So every shot matters. Every shot counts here. Let us see which team scores the goal now. Which team has the last laugh? And he saved it. He saved it. All eyes on the linesman, whether it was a fair one or not. Seems like it is. So the Warriors are behind the 8 ball now. They need to stop this. They've got to stop this here. Honey. See if Honey can score the goal or not. Now, he's up against Dipankar. Can he score the goal here, Honey? Yes, he does. And so it is going to be the men in blue who cruise to the finals. Excellent work. 5-4. The digital strikers win the game. Look at Honey. Look at the replay. All eyes on the ball and sends the goalkeeper in the opposite direction. So it is going to be the digital strikers who cruise to the finals of the Xavier Soccer League Season 2.